Depression often disguises itself as the seamless execution of a daily schedule. It is the rhythmic act of waking up, going to work, answering messages, coming home, sleeping, and then repeating the cycle tomorrow. From the outside, the image is one of total competence. You are showing up, meeting deadlines, and moving through the world with visible responsibility. Beneath that surface, the internal landscape has shifted. The day is no longer something to be lived, but a series of obstacles to be survived until you can reach the safety of sleep. This sharp disconnect between outward productivity and inward numbness explains why this specific type of suffering remains invisible to the people around you. The common image of depression involves someone who has stopped functioning, someone unable to leave their bed or stop crying. But high-functioning struggle has a different physical profile. It is a profound, bone-deep exhaustion that persists regardless of how many hours you sleep, because the state of being conscious itself feels like a heavy lift. Presence begins to fade. You participate in conversations without really being there. Activities that once provided a sense of meaning or joy now feel distant and hollow. Yet the social mask remains intact. When a friend asks if you are okay, the answer, "I'm fine," arrives as a total reflex. That automatic lie is a matter of energy conservation. Inventing a simple, expected response is much easier than trying to navigate the complex reality of internal blunting. This silence is a defense system. The mind uses it to shield the self from the immediate friction of emotional pain. It sustains itself through a specific internal logic. Don't be a burden. You should handle this. Everyone else is doing fine. This protection carries a heavy price. Ignored emotions don't evaporate. They're stored. A disappointment never processed, a rejection laughed off, a hidden failure, a future lost. These individual burdens stack. After years, the weight becomes a crushing mass, impossible to explain. Eventually, the original triggers are lost to time. You can no longer say exactly what hurts. You only know that the simple act of existing feels remarkably heavy. The most significant danger of this psychological load is the isolation it creates. When you struggle in secret, you look at your peers, traveling, working, and laughing, and assume their internal lives match their external highlights. This is a comparison built on a logical error. You are weighing your raw, private reality against someone else's highly curated public facade. You cannot see the anxiety behind their achievements, and they cannot see yours. Both parties look at the other and feel like the only person who isn't handling life correctly. This illusion keeps everyone trapped in a shared, silent prison, convinced that their struggle is a unique failure. Connection dissolves that illusion. When we share the reality of our internal state, we gather the evidence needed to prove we aren't alone. This shift in perspective changes the physical experience of the pain. There is a measurable difference between enduring a burden in total isolation and enduring it while knowing another human being understands. The path toward healing begins with recognition. It starts by admitting to just one safe person that things are no longer right. If a person you loved came to you and admitted they were struggling, you would never view them as a burden. You would listen, stay, and offer them the space they need. Yet we refuse to extend that same grace to ourselves. We offer compassion to everyone else while demanding absolute silent perfection from the person in the mirror. That internal voice demanding silence is an outdated survival reflex. It may have protected you once, but that protection has now become a cage. Strength is not a measure of how much weight you can carry alone. It is found in the willingness to finally set one piece down. You don't need a perfect explanation. You just need 4 words. I'm having a hard time. Recovery does not require you to solve your entire life tonight. It requires only the realization that being human was never intended to be a solo project. Do not mistake silent endurance for strength. True courage is the vocal admission that you are not okay. That admission is where the silence breaks and change finally begins. If this message reached you at the right time, share it with someone who might be carrying a secret weight. And tell us in the comments, what helped you when life felt too heavy?